Evening. I was informed by my superiors that you had a statement to make regarding some sort of creature?
That's right. I saw something you wouldn't believe.
Sir, I'll believe anything after last year's molasses fair. So, can you describe it for me?
It was horrible. This thing, it towered over me. Its spine twisted and mangled as it spiraled upwards towards its hideous face. Its arms were long enough to drag on the floor as it moved, not to mention its giant ass. Oh yeah, the thing had an absolutely massive poop chute on it. A giant stink wrinkle just hanging out for everyone to see. The thing's dumper was so big it could practically sit while standing up. You ever heard of a pair of hams that big? I haven't. I'll never get the sight of that rusty, dusty out of my corneas. That cornbread will kill someone if you don't stop it. How are we supposed to deal with a loose caboose that's gone off the rails, officer? I don't want to die from a gluteus infection that's not to maximize its weight on my torso. I prefer to keep all of my organs inside of me.
We've apprehended the suspect terrorizing our citizens, sir.
Excellent job, Sergeant.
We've all seen things at night that we couldn't immediately identify, but sometimes you see something that is simply too bizarre to explain. That is how a cryptid is born. A cryptid is a creature that is believed to exist but hasn't been proven to. This includes things like Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and funny YouTubers. Surprisingly, there are dozens of cryptids that not that many people know about. Some of them are so ridiculous, it's shocking that anyone could believe them. I collected some of the dumbest ones from around the United States. The Loveland Frogman is by far the least frightening cryptid. Hell, Kermit is more intimidating. Not only does the Loveland Frogman name invoke the opposite of fear, but the depictions of it are comical at best. Prepare yourselves, as the imagery you are about to witness may not be suitable for all viewers. Bone-chilling, isn't it? The Frogman's backstory is something. So, one night, outside of Toad's Boot Factory in Ohio, a police officer is on patrol. Suddenly, he spots a flash across the road and sees a leathery figure scurry over the guardrail. He reports the incident, but carries on with his shift. 2 weeks later, a second police officer claims to see the same thing. In a miraculous stereotype of the American police force, the officer pulls his gun and shoots it dead. It turns out it was an iguana. You know, species profiling is a serious problem these days. Now, why is some amphibious anomaly from the 70s being brought up here? Well, the folktale had an unusual comeback in the mid-2010s. Why did this tale resurface so many years later?
Pokemon go to the polls.
Yes, in 2016, two teens playing Pokemon Go had a close encounter of the turd kind. Late one August evening, while playing along a road near Lake Isabella, the teens heard a rustling in the bushes behind them. They stopped in their tracks and turned to face the peculiar noise. Unexplainably, an enormous humanoid frog emerged from the bushes looking for a kill! Except for the fact it was a local high schooler in a costume. Why'd they run? He just wanted to show him his Polytoad cosplay. The Mothman is the most horrifying creature in the 21st century, as he is the one to blame for static TV noises. At least, that's what one contractor in the 60s claimed while making a case for the creature's existence. For some reason, I'm not entirely sure that's true. The Mothman stalks the countryside of West Virginia, specifically the city of Point Pleasant, which is the biggest misnomer I've ever heard. Rumors of the creature's existence began after a romantic couple claimed to have spotted a, quote, large flying man with 10-foot wings. And red eyes, according to a later witness. In addition to being a flying bicycle reflector, Mothman might be the most lethal cryptid in the United States. Some claim that he was the cause for the 1967 Silver Bridge collapse, which killed 46 people and caused an estimated $2 million worth of damages. Shortly after destroying the local economy, the Mothman went dormant. 30 years later, after decades of hiding, the Mothman decided it was time to return. A Georgian newspaper, no, not the state Georgia, the country Georgia, which is on the other side of the planet, reported that Russian UFOologists claim to have seen the Mothman in Moscow. Hang on, I'm not done. And that he was foreshadowing the 1999 Russian apartment bombings where over 300 people died. That's it. That's all I have to say. All right. Before we get into this guy, I have to describe what it looks like. This is taken directly from Wikipedia. The common description is that of a bipedal kangaroo-like creature with a horse-like head, leathery wings, horns, small arms with clawed hands, legs with cloven hooves, and a forked tail. What the hell? This thing is garbage. It looks like something I would have drawn in like 3rd grade. I mean, what the fuck is this? Naturally, something this insane has origins that are also completely outlandish. All the way back in 1735, a mother called Mother Leeds was giving birth to her 13th child in the New Jersey area. Realizing she had to endure childbirth yet again, she cursed her newborn. As her friends helped deliver the baby, the supernatural occurred. The newborn rapidly disfigured and morphed, growing at an unprecedented rate. Its feet turned to hooves, wings emerged, and a forked tail sprouted from its body. As it grew, the baby screamed a horrific screech. It flapped its wings, whipped and beat everyone in the room with its tail, and flew out the chimney, never to be seen again by the Leeds family. How is anyone supposed to believe this? Good Lord. Over the next 100 years or so, purported sightings of the devil came and went. In 1909, though, suddenly hundreds of sightings appeared across the state with multiple newspapers reporting on them. People started to get so worried that society as a whole, this is not a joke by the way, society as a whole prepared to fight the devil. Schools shut down due to reports of the devil in the area, vigilante groups formed up with the aim of killing the beast, and the Philadelphia Zoo placed a $10,000 bounty for the capture of the creature! What? When people come together, it's truly incredible the idiotic things we'll believe. In today's climate, folklore and cryptids are nothing more than a fun way to tell a story. With highly improbable and outright impossible parts to all of them, it's no wonder they're becoming less and less common. As we all know, people only believe things that are credibly proven and undeniable in the internet age. Oh God. Oh God. Ah!